Before reaching his forever family, this dog was moved across America. Texas became Florida, Florida became Seattle. And then, after one frightened reaction, finding him another home became incredibly difficult. Eventually, he ended up at a training facility in California. He had traveled thousands of miles, but still had nowhere permanent to belong. Then, a woman in Northern Virginia saw his story and made a decision nobody expected. His first owner could no longer keep him while preparing for a new baby. After a short foster stay in Florida, he was moved again. In Seattle, someone reportedly tried to remove something from his mouth. Startled and protective, he snapped. There wasn't a long pattern of incidents afterward, but for a dog who already had no stability, that single moment became a label that made people hesitant to adopt him. Then, in California, a trainer named Diana began working with him. She didn't treat him like a hopeless case. For several months, she patiently worked on safety, boundaries, and rebuilding his trust. Progress came slowly. Meanwhile, across the country in Northern Virginia, a woman was following every update about him. And the longer she watched, the more one thought stayed with her.
Are you the bride?
This dog didn't need another temporary stop. He needed someone who was prepared to stay. So she submitted an adoption application, and she was approved. But there was one pretty big problem. He was in California, she was in Virginia. So she flew all the way to Los Angeles, rented a car, picked him up, and started driving home. The journey took about 5 days. Mile after mile, he was finally traveling towards something different. Not another foster home, not another training facility, a real home. When they finally reached Virginia, she and her husband didn't pressure him for affection. They gave him time. They gave him space. And most importantly, they let him decide when he was ready. Then one day, his new owner threw a tennis ball, and everything changed. The cautious dog suddenly exploded with happiness. He raced after the ball with pure excitement. His body relaxed, his expression changed. For those few seconds, there was no difficult history and no behavior label. There was just a ridiculously happy dog chasing his favorite toy. And that moment showed his family exactly who had been hiding underneath all that fear. Life with him still comes with some unusual challenges. A condition affecting his paws causes his nails to grow abnormally, and he can't tolerate having them handled while he's awake. So about every 4 weeks, his veterinary team sedates him so they can safely trim his nails. Those treatments cost his family around $3,000 every year. His owner even jokes that her dog gets regular pedicures while she hasn't had one herself in years. But for her, keeping him comfortable and safe matters more.
Some reminders of his past are still there too. A toy raised over his head can make him flinch. Unexpected touch may frighten him. Around children and unfamiliar situations, his family maintains clear boundaries to keep everyone safe. At veterinary visits, he may wear a muzzle as a safety tool, not as punishment. And his separation anxiety is being addressed with medication, professional guidance, and gradual practice. Every adjustment sends him the same message. He doesn't have to face his fears alone anymore.
He may require more patience and planning than the average dog, but he's also affectionate, playful, and deeply devoted to the woman who crossed the country for him. He often tries to climb into her lap and stay as close as possible. After being passed from place to place, maybe staying close is his way of making sure his person is still there. He traveled from Texas to Florida, Seattle, California, and finally Virginia. But this time, the journey didn't end at another temporary stop. It ended at home. Would you have made that 5-day journey for him? Tell us in the comments. And subscribe to Tales h2me for more stories about animals finally finding someone who refuses to give up.